Signs of a highly sensitive person. Have you ever wondered if you're a highly sensitive person? Some people seem to be born with nerves on the outside of their skin. These people tend to be more sensitive than their parents, brothers and sisters, or the kids in their class. They often can't get through a movie, even a comedy or a TV commercial without shedding a few tears. A bit of criticism causes them real pain, and they're often empathic to anyone around them. The truth is, some people are more sensitive than others. They are not only sensitive to emotions, but also to energy, sound, light, and other physical stimulus. These individuals are referred to as highly sensitive people, or HSP for short. Hello guys, welcome to the channel and to another interesting video. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn notifications so you don't miss out on any new update from us. Highly sensitive people tend to act differently than others and want different things out of life. Generally speaking, HSPs prefer a slow pace and like to take time to enjoy subtle experiences. For example, an HSP may get more joy out of the smell of their morning coffee and the view out their window than they do from a loud concert or a crowded event. This makes sense for someone who can get overstimulated easily. Small pleasures and a slower schedule allow them to be at their best, bringing out their sensitive gifts without getting overloaded. Without any delay, here are some common signs shown by HSPs. 1. You absolutely detest violence and cruelty of any kind. Everyone hates violence and cruelty, but for highly sensitive people, seeing or hearing about it can be extremely unsettling. You might be an HSP if you can't watch very scary, gory, or violent movies without getting upset or even feeling physically ill. Similarly, you may not be able to stomach a news story about animal cruelty or similar brutal acts. 2. You're frequently emotionally exhausted from absorbing other people's feelings. HSPs tend to absorb other people's emotions, almost like It's not unusual for an HSP to walk into a room and immediately sense the moods of the people in it. That's because highly sensitive people are very aware of subtleties including facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice that others may miss. Pair this with the sensitive person's naturally high levels of empathy, and it's no wonder HSPs feel emotions that are not their own. As a result, highly sensitive people tend to suffer from frequent emotional exhaustion. 3. Time pressure really rattles you. In school, timed quizzes or speed tests made you extremely anxious, perhaps to the point of not being able to perform as well as you normally would. As an adult, when you have too many things on your to-do list and not enough time to finish them, you feel very stressed. HSPs are more sensitive to stimulation, and time pressure is no exception. 4. You withdraw often. Whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, you need plenty of downtime, preferably alone. You often find yourself withdrawing to a quiet, darkened room at the end of a long day in order to lower your stimulation level, soothe your senses, and recharge. 5. You're jumpy. When someone sneaks up on you, you jump like a frightened cat. Many HSPs have a high startle reflex because even in non-threatening situations, their nervous systems are dialed up. 6. You think deeply. The cornerstone of being an HSP is you process information deeply. This means you do plenty of reflecting on your experiences, more so than other people. Unfortunately, this also means you're more prone to negative overthinking. Sometimes you obsessively play events over and over in your mind or spiral into anxious thoughts. 7. You're a seeker. HSPs seek answers to the big questions in life. They ask why things are the way they are and what their role in all of it is. If you're a highly sensitive person, you may have always wondered why other people aren't as captivated by the mysteries of human nature and the universe as you are. 8. Change is extremely upsetting. HSPs take comfort in their routines because the familiar is far less stimulating than something brand new. For this reason, change, both positive and negative, can really throw off HSPs. For example, when dating someone new or getting a job promotion, HSPs may feel as equally stressed as they do overjoyed. Generally, HSPs need more time than others to adjust to change. 9. You're misunderstood. High sensitivity is often mislabeled. You may have been called shy or anxious, and perhaps it was implied that something was wrong with you. Similarly, Many HSPs are labeled as introverts because introverts and HSPs share many characteristics, such as needing lots of downtime. However, 30% of HSPs are actually extroverts. 10. You're perceptive. Because you notice things that others miss, you're seen as perceptive and insightful. Even as a child, you may have been wise beyond your years. The world relies on highly sensitive people like you to make it a more compassionate, understanding place to be. 11. Criticism is a dagger. Criticism doesn't feel constructive so much as it feels personal and painful. You are not able to let it roll off your shoulders as others do, and therefore allow criticism to keep you safe in your comfort zone. Often, highly sensitive people will spend hours, days, and sometimes even weeks ruminating and obsessing over the smallest comment or perceived criticism. 12. You're deeply moved by beauty. Fine meals, rich scents, beautiful artwork, or stirring melodies have a deep impact on you. You may find that music or certain sounds put you in a near trance-like state, or the way the wind catches the leaves in the autumn sunlight leaves you awestruck. You don't understand how other people aren't as moved by beauty as you are. 13. Conflict is your poison. When there's tension or disagreement in your close relationships, you feel it deeply. Many HSPs even report feeling physically ill during conflict. As a result, some highly sensitive people become conflict avoidant, doing or saying almost anything to keep the other person happy. It's because conflict hurts so much. 14. Your inner world is alive and present. Again, due to your deep processing, you have a rich inner world. As a child, you may have had several imaginary friends, enjoyed fantasy-based play, and were prone to daydreaming. As an adult, you may have vividly realistic dreams. 15. Your clothing matters. You've always been sensitive to what you wear. Scratchy fabric or restrictive clothing like pants with a tight waistband or pantyhose really irritate you. Of course, non-HSPs might dislike these things too, but an HSP will carefully select their wardrobe to completely avoid them. And if an HSP mistakenly wears one of these things out, the discomfort may detract from their entire experience. If you identify with these signs, congratulations, you're a highly sensitive person. You're in good company. There's an entire community of people like you out there who understand how you feel and how difficult it can feel sometimes. There you have it, guys. Signs you are a highly sensitive person. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment.